Stop what you're doing. Something just happened that nobody in the XRP community saw coming, and it changes everything. David Schwartz, the legendary Ripple CTO, the brains behind XRP's ledger's evolution, has officially stepped down. People are freaking out. The FUD is already flying, but let me tell you right now, this isn't bearish. This is the most bullish signal you could possibly imagine. Because when the architect leaves, it means the building is finished. The job is done. And tonight, I'm going to connect the dots, the hidden clues, the timing with XRP ETFs, and the future of institutional DeFi on the XRP ledger to show you why this move is the beginning of XRP's endgame. Folks, if you're new around here, welcome to the Bullwinkle Blueprint. Make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe. The more likes we get, the more viral we go. It takes you 2 seconds. It's the freest way to support the channel. Without further ado, let's jump into prices real quick. Bitcoin, $114,250. It's pretty much flat on the past 24 hours. Ethereum coming in at 4,162. It's currently down 1.58%. And XRP, yeah, buddy, coming in at $2.85. It's in the red, 1.26%. Total cryptocurrency market cap, 3.91 trillion. Now, everyone, if you haven't booked your call, what are you thinking about? If you think you're going to be dumping all of your crypto onto a public order book and that nothing's going to happen, that they're going to say, hey, this is okay, you're in for a game changer. You better have an exit strand figured out. You better figure out how you're going to be cashing out all those millions you're about to make from XRP, because if you're doing it on a public order book, it's not going to happen, Jack. That's what these calls are about. We discuss your portfolios, thoughts, what you're thinking, what I'm thinking, how you're going to go about doing it. You know what? There's only like 2 or 3 spots left this week, so you better get that call booked today before it's too late. Now let's get into it. We're going to start with the obvious. Why would David Schwartz step down now? This is the guy who has been in the trenches for over a decade. He built the ledger. He fought the SEC. He survived the crypto bear markets and pushed Ripple's tech into global adoption. He's basically the Satoshi of XRP. So why leave right now when we are on the verge of ETFs, global partnerships, and massive adoption, unless the mission is already complete? Think about it. Schwartz doesn't strike me as the type to abandon the fight early. If he's stepping back, it's because his work is finished. The job is done. XRP is no longer just a project. It is an unstoppable system that doesn't need him watching over it 24/7. The chessboard is set. The pieces are moving. The plan is already in motion. This is the headline of the year, everyone. David Schwartz, Ripple's legendary CTO, has officially stepped down. And listen, I see Twitter already. I see TikTok and Instagram. People are panicking. But they shouldn't be. This isn't bearish. This is super, super bullish. Schwartz has been one of the masterminds behind Ripple's tech and XRP's ledger's evolution. For years, he's been fighting in the trenches, building, innovating, and pushing adoption. If he's leaving now, it's because the mission is accomplished. The foundation is rock solid. And look what's happening around us as we speak. Multiple, almost 24 XRP ETFs are on the horizon. Your adoption in cross-border payments is exploding. The ledger is rolling out features tailor-made for institutional finance. This is like Satoshi disappearing after Bitcoin's launch. When the job is done, the builders move on. You build a house, when they're done building it, they go to the next house. They move on. And that should make every XRP holder bullish as hell right now. Schwartz stepping away isn't the end. It's the beginning of the next chapter. The XRP ledger is now ready to run without training wheels. And that means we are close to liftoff. And here's the kicker. And I'll pull up right here. I showed this before. We're not going to listen to it, but we're going to talk about it. This is in one of his final talks. David basically left us a parting message, almost like he was telling us, my work here is done, but I want you to look at what's coming. He said, and I quote, companies like Amazon and Uber need more financial services than the current system is able to provide them. That's not some random throwaway line. That's a blueprint. Because the XRP ledger is building for institutional DeFi. And the upgrades that are dropping right now are game changers. ZK proofs for privacy and scalability, multi-purpose tokens that unlock new categories of assets, speed, security, and settlement that crush the old banking rails. This isn't about speculation anymore. This is about infrastructure, real world companies, real world money. An XRP ledger being positioned as the backbone for financial services at a global scale. Schwartz didn't leave because things were uncertain or they weren't going in the way in which he envisioned. He left because the future is now locked in. He left XRP ready for Amazon, Uber, and whoever else is about to build on top of it. Now, I want you to look at the timing of all this. Schwartz is leaving as the SEC is boxed into a corner on ETFs, as Ripple is wrapping up global partnerships in banking and payments, tokenization is exploding, trillions of dollars or of assets are about to be moved on chain. Does anyone really believe that this is a coincidence? It's almost like Schwartz was never meant to stay forever. His role in all of this was to get the XRP ledger battle tested and ready. And once the rails were built, once the train was running, his mission was over. That's why I call this job complete moment. It is the passing of the torch from builders to institutions, from insiders to the world stage. So what happens now? That's the question. What happens now that the brains behind the XRP ledger itself is leaving, is stepping down? Well, expect XRP to move faster than ever. ETFs will bring in institutional liquidity. Ripple's banking corridors will expand in volume. And companies you never thought would touch crypto are about to quietly start building on top of the XRP ledger. We are entering the phase where XRP isn't just a token. It is the infrastructure of money itself. This right here is not bearish. This is the most bullish news with the most perfect events lined up. David Schwartz stepping down isn't a loss. It is the clearest signal that XRP is ready to stand on its own at global scale. And here's the part no one's talking about. When key players step down, it's usually because something bigger is about to take center stage. Think about it. Schwartz moves aside. Who's going to step in? We don't know yet. But history tells us that when the builders disappear, the institutions move in. It's like curtain dropping in Act 1. And when it rises again, you don't see the corridor or the coder, in a hoodie. You see BlackRock, Fidelity, and trillion-dollar players stepping onto the stage. That's the hidden hand at work. And XRP, it's the script they are all about to follow. So when you see the headline saying David Schwartz leaves Ripple, don't get shaken. The man built the foundation. He locked it in place, and now he's walking away because the job is complete. This is Satoshi all over again. History doesn't repeat, but it sure does rhyme. And right now, it's rhyming with XRP. If you're ready for what's coming next, you better smash that like button, drop me a rocket emoji down in the comments, and subscribe, because I'll be covering every twist of this story as it unfolds. The job is done. Now the rocket takes off.